Hey, it's Victor, and I'm back with episode 3 of ITGS Bootcamp. Today's topic is input and output devices. We have a lot to cover, so let's jump straight to it. Input and output devices allow the transformation from physical data to digital data and vice versa. Let's begin with input devices. These are the machines that allow you to feed in information and commands for your computer to process. A couple of very common examples of input devices include the keyboard, the webcam, microphones, and the mouse. These, however, are only a fraction of the long list of devices the IB expects you to know. Therefore, in the interest of not taking up an entire hour of your time to explain each and every one of them in detail, we are introducing the concept of rapid fire, where we provide interesting but to-the-point descriptions on each device. Let's get started. We'll begin with touchpads or touch screens. These little wonders we now find in nearly everyone's pocket work in a very particular way. Most touchpads rely on electromagnetic technology. Each screen contains a grid of tiny little wires which, upon contact with one's finger, are activated and send a signal to the processor, which will process your command. OMR, or optical mark recognition, is the device used to scan bubble answer sheets. OCR stands for optical character recognition and is used to scan words and letters. This is used in sentence recognition devices or text-to-speech systems. MICR, or magnetic ink character recognition, is a variation of technology used mainly by banks for scanning specific magnetic codes. These codes are usually located at the bottom of checks, and when scanned will determine your bank branch. RFID is the technology used in chips people implant into their dogs. The information in these chips can be accessed via wireless radio signals. Radio tags are essentially tracking devices. Scientists usually attach them to wildlife to track its position and observe its habits and behavior. Barcode scanners are the devices we find in stores to determine the cost of products. These are useful in these situations because barcodes can have the information that they represent altered without being changed themselves. This is entirely opposite to a QR code, for example. Magnetic stripe readers are the ones used to scan credit cards and allow stores to charge money to your bank account. Smart card readers have a similar purpose to magnetic stripe readers, but instead of scanning a credit card's magnetic strip, it scans its microprocessing chips. Smart cards are mostly used in Europe for health insurance and banking purposes. Sensors and probes allow for real-time data collection. These are generally used for scientific purposes and weather predictions. At last, one of my favorite input devices, composite devices or game controllers, which nowadays work with wireless and motion detection technology. Next, let's talk about output devices. These, opposite to input devices, project digital data into material data. A few examples of output devices include printers, monitors, speakers, and projectors. And that's it for this video. Be sure to tune in next week for Amanda's explanation about processing and storage.